Gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors, sometimes. Start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Handoff to the lone back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! He's going to have an... up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to... anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth. Basically,
there he goes! And finally, out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game. Speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll send the tight end in motion. The hand to the running back. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Buying some time. A little release to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff to the single running back. Running behind those pads. Couple before he stopped at the 18. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the give off the left side. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in with a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Catch in the middle, it's Dalton. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Roy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To throw, it's Stockton. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Deep.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown time.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Barges ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a crease to the left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, he's got a chance. Discards him with the stiff arm. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They want to run it left here. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Tight end now in motion. Running to the left. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the right side. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
at the 26-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff to the lone back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Swings it out to his running back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Loses 3. Offense facing 4th down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field. A quick look at the national rankings. Alabama comes out. 4th down play to start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab past the marker. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a man. It's Randall. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dalton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Give to the single back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown time. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Randall. Pressure coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They'll give it to the back. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Spins away from the defense. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to barge in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Randall. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. Is trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the left side. Plows through the defense. There he goes! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
You know what's great about rivalry games?